Hey there, welcome back to my channel. I am Tanya Cortez, your favorite foundation junkie. On this channel, I talk about everything complexion and how it relates to the more mature woman. I do foundation reviews, foundation first impressions, hauls, and a little bit of things in between. So if you like that kind of thing, please subscribe and follow me on Instagram at tanya.cortez. Now, to my old subscribers, thank you so much for riding with me through these videos and watching them like clockwork. I so appreciate it. To my new subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing. I really hope that you enjoyed the content. But today, we are going to be reviewing and comparing the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Powder Foundation. And we're going to compare it to the Fenty Pro Filter Powder Foundation. And we're going to see if they compare or not, because they're around the same price. So let's see if they compare. If you want to see that, keep watching. Roll the credits. All right, guys, I'm so excited to do this. I just want to see if they compare. This is what the Fenty looks like. This is what the Makeup Forever looks like. I did swatch it to see. They look alike in color. They are comparable in price. So let me give you the vitals on the Makeup Forever first. So the downside with the Makeup Forever already off the bat, it has 30 shades. The deep shades are very limited. It looks like you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 possible deep shades. This was almost, the shade I got is almost the darkest. So let me give you the vitals on the Makeup Forever first. It says that it's a full coverage blurring powder with lifelike matte finish that bends and breathes with skin. For 12 hours, never cakes or never flakes or fades. It's full coverage matte. It is for normal, dry, combination, and oily, so all skin types. And so that's pretty much it. And again, it is $38. Now let me give you the vitals on the Fenty. So the vitals on the Fenty is, okay, first it has 50 shades. It's $36. And it says it's light as air powder foundation, gives you light to full coverage with a soft matte finish. It's suitable for all skin types. It is matte, and that's pretty much all you need to know. So I'm gonna prime my face and then we're gonna get started. Now, sometimes you can find a really good dupe for a more expensive product. This is not really a dupe. It is a dupe, just different brands because it's still comparable in price. Now, I'm going to use a kabuki brush for both. This is a clean brush that I'm going to use for the Makeup Forever, and then this is going to be the one that I use for Fenty. And it's a little bit more clean. I sprayed it a little bit. We're going to start off with a light layer on each side and see what that looks like. Now, I'm going to put the Fenty on this side. We're going to start there first. This is the first layer of the Fenty, and starting off, this is very medium coverage. It's not covering all my hyperpigmentation on this side. Of course, with my Fenty first impression the last time, you know, we would have had to build this up a little bit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the Makeup Forever on this side. And we're So there we go. We have both sides, the first light cover of both sides. Can you tell them apart? Okay, so I can tell them apart because of color. Now, this side looks like it covers a little bit better just from the first layer. But again, the Makeup Forever says it's full coverage. But I really, you know, if you look at it, of course, you're gonna see the difference in the shade, but I really can't. The only reason why I can tell the difference is, like I said, because of the covering of the hyperpigmentation. But you know me, we're gonna go ahead and build it up to the highest level of the law. And then we're gonna talk about it. So I'm gonna start with the Makeup Forever again on this side. All right, there we go. So now we're gonna compare them and see. They both look a little on the redder side, right? But you know, I did the best I could with this Makeup Forever. Which one do you think looks the nicest? This is my opinion straight off the bat. This one goes on a lot smoother than this one. This one doesn't go on, it doesn't tug, but I can still feel that this is more finely milled over here than this one. And I think it is because this one is this is the full coverage side. And this is buildable, so they both, I think this side is covering a lot better. And because this is full, it instantly covers it. You know, if I were to look at it, if the shades were different, I don't think I would be able to tell the difference, because you can build this side up to this, but this is clearly more mattifying than this side. Let's see if it's blurring. Honestly, I think I like the Makeup Forever one. Dare I say it. Dare I say it. I like the first layer, how the first layer of the Makeup Forever went on. I like the coverage that it gave just from the beginning. Just from the beginning, the coverage was nice. With the Fenty, I have to build it up to cover. You know, I don't think that the Makeup Forever is worth the $38. It could have been $36 too. Both of these could have been $30 to me, if you want to know the truth. Because I like this better, I almost think. Let me finish the rest of my makeup, and then I'm gonna give you my final thoughts. All right, so the rest of the face is done. Now listen, I don't think that I can tell the difference. Now that I put on the rest of everything else, I don't know that I can tell the difference. But this side looks a little bit more natural. This side looks a little bit more powdered. Now, as far as the blur of the pores, if I had to pick a side that I felt like blurred the pores the best, on this side of my face, I mean, I do have about the same amount of pores on each side, but I would have to say it would be the Makeup Forever. A lot of it has to do with the fact that it's a full coverage. The wrinkles under my eyes are creasing because of the concealer that I used. I thought that I had a different concealer up here, and this concealer that I'm using right now, I'm not even going to tell you the name of it because I don't want you to, if you're using it, I don't want you to be like, it doesn't work like that on me. So the concealer that I put on, it creases immediately. I grabbed the wrong one, and this is one of those really cheap, inexpensive concealers. It was $1. I wanted to just see, and I grabbed the wrong one, and it creases immediately. Look, for mature women, anything matte is your choice. Really, I don't like matte on me because of obvious reason, the fine lines and wrinkles and everything like that. But if you like matte things and you can do matte, do matte. If you got pretty skin, you don't have a whole bunch of texture, open pores, you know, fine lines and all that kind of stuff, then either one of these would be a winner. If you have dry skin, you know how I feel about that. The Makeup Forever says it's for all skin types. It says the same thing for Fenty. maybe with a light coverage, you probably would be able to get away with it. I feel like it's living up to its claims. I do believe the longer I sit here, it does look a little bit more blurring on the pores. It doesn't look cakey to me. This side looks a little bit heavy. I think with one layer, it probably would be okay. But overall, guys, I do think that this compares. Like I said, the Fenty is more natural. The Makeup Forever, it's just a little bit more heavy. But with setting spray, I think you can make this side look as natural as this side. If I wore it again, I would use it as a pressed powder. Just like I would use the Fenty as a pressed powder. Do I think it's good for mature skin? I think it could be good for mature skin. It depends on what level of issues, if any, that you have on your face. Just because you're a mature woman doesn't mean that you have a lot of areas of opportunity. Our skin is different. Honestly though, I feel like if you went outside just like this, I don't think that people would know that you had on 2 different foundations. All right, guys, that's my first impression on the Fenty and Makeup Forever powdered foundations. I like them, and I think they compare. Fenty might be a little bit better. I don't know. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. Please subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Tanya.Cortez. Thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful day, wonderful night, whatever time I caught you in. So, bye.